What's up, my fellow comic book readers? Happy new comic book day, man. I hope everybody got a lot of comic books. There's a lot to get. I got some news that I'm going to drop during this. I got some updates. I got some future of content creation for me. And obviously, I got a lot of comic books. So let's talk about them. And before we start talking about the comic books, man, shout out to the best comic book shop in all the lands, Memory Lane Comics and Toys, Wilmington, North Carolina on Princess Street. If you're ever in the area, man, stop by there. Tell them Brandon said what's up, man. It ain't gonna get you a discount or anything, but no, they're cool ass people in there. And to start with the news, a piece of news, okay? I have decided that I am going to stop doing new comic book days. Like, I'm going to stop getting comic books every Wednesday until I have completed my TBR list. I have over 100 comics on my TBR. Floppies, singles, whatever you want to call them. I have somewhere between 5 and 10 compendium/omnibuses on my TBR. I have somewhere close to 50 trades on my TBR. I have somewhere between 5 and 10 mangas. And I probably have about 20 novels that I got to read. And I say got to because I'm going to do a no book, we'll call it a book ban in my house, a book purchase ban, where I am going to read everything I own before I purchase another piece of literature, okay? I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to do that because I love buying comic books. I love it. And there's a possibility that next Wednesday I have to get my new comic book day also because I did tell my LCS to pause my hauls, but there's a chance that my comic books that I sub to are already on the way for next week. And I told him, I was like, I don't want to leave y'all hanging. So if my books come in next Wednesday, I'll come pick those up, but that will be my final haul. So there might be another, I'll update y'all on that either Monday or Tuesday. But with no further delay, let's talk about, we got Comic Shop News 2030. It is crazy to think there has been 2,030 issues of Comic Shop News. That's absolutely wild. And I love flipping through here and seeing what's coming out and what I'm going to spend too much money on. But for now, we're going to be saving money because I'm only going to be reading what I already have. There's no more like giving myself like, oh, I got to read this or whatever. I'm going to literally read whatever I fucking feel like reading in my house. And it's going to be a great feeling because I think Wednesdays got me too hung up on reading for content and not reading for enjoying. And not that I haven't been enjoying comics, but I've been like kind of stressing a little bit like, oh, I got to read these 5 Marvels because these 5 all have new issues coming out this next Wednesday. So I got to make sure I'm caught up on them so I can enjoy them. And then this on DC. And now I'm literally just going to pick up a comic that I feel like reading or a trade or an Omni or whatever I feel like reading that day. And that's what I'm going to freaking read the way it should be. But with no further delay, If Destruction Be Our Lot, issue number 3. I've absolutely loved this. I'm looking forward to seeing, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it's a world run by robots. It's post-apocalypse. The humans are extinct, but there may be a human now. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Next up, we got Lady Mechanica, the Mechanical Menagerie. It's another not post-apocalypse, just futuristic. Robots, the AI robots, there are everywhere, and there's a zoo that was being developed for animatronics, right? And then there was a breakup of the 2 company owners, and then the zoo got shut down. Well, there's an uncle and his kid and Lady Mechanica that are now involved in getting that zoo back up and running, and there might be more to the story than the 2 people just didn't like each other. So I'm interested to see where that continues. Next up, we got one of the best Next Level. I am absolutely loving Batwoman. This is issue number 5. I had to go back and read Effigy or Elegy, or I think it's Elegy. It was The Last Batwoman. It was actually Detective Comics, but it's the trade name is Elegy. And it picks up from that trade. So if you're confused on what's going on in this, go read that. But this has been a fantastic about Cassandra Cain and her sister and their little battle that they got going on. Next up, we got Tiger's Island, which I think is the finale. The end. Yep. This is the finale of Tiger's Island, so I picked a good time to hit pause so I get to finish this story at least. But this has been a fantastic. It's about a bunch of girls that were kind of taken captive and that are fighting back on the island to free themselves, and then find out that the island might have a little bit more than what they thought on. So pretty cool. Next up, Superman Unlimited issue number 15. This story is kind of being overrun by Superboy, John Kent now, which is fantastic. So John Kent might not be who he thinks he is, and then the guy that is Man of Tomorrow might be the real John Kent. There's a little bit of like time travel and pulling a kid out of an alternate reality or what was meant to be, and then like pulling him out of that. I really love where this story is going right now, and again, excited to read that. Fantastic Four issue number 14. This is one of those series that I fell behind on. I'm like 5 or 6 issues behind on this, and one of the big reasons I'm hitting pause on my new hauls so that I can catch up on all this stuff. I might fall behind again on future runs, but I'm going to cater my haul list and make sure that I'm only subscribed to stuff that I really want to be subscribed to. Because these hauls, like today's haul, I think I have 25 or 26 comics in it. That would be cool if I wasn't behind, if I wasn't reading omnis, if I was only reading floppies. That would be one thing. But with me reading a little bit of everything, 25 is too much for a weekly haul. But Fantastic Four, I'm hoping it's been good because I got like 5 or 6 to read. Next up, we got Avengers Armageddon. I thought this was a pretty solid start on issue number 1, but it was also kind of like a developing of a team, kind of like a tradition, like a pretty standard. I've come to find out. Anytime there's a team up, a mash of Marvel characters, issue 1 is always the gathering of the team. So that's what issue 1 was. It was pretty good. It kind of brought in, what's going on with Captain Planet, what was going on with, there was a Wolverine comic, the Wolverine Weapon of Wolverine or something like that. Kind of brought him into this. There's a lot going on in this, and, Zdarsky knows what the hell he's doing with big teams. So I'm looking forward to continue reading that eventually. We got Shredder issue number 10. Another story that I've kind of fallen behind on, including the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Casey Jones. But everything I've read so far from all 3 of those series have been great, so I know Shredder 10 is going to be solid. We got Arcadia issue number 6. Is this the finale of Arcadia? Hold up. This is not the finale, so unfortunately I'm going to miss this unless they have it in the back issues when I finally finish reading. But Arcadia issue number 6, this has been a head scratcher. I've loved the art, I've loved the story, but like what was going on in the first 4 issues, issue 5 kind of started going in a specific direction. But the first 4 issues were kind of like a little bit of everything mixed. About a bunch of humanoids in a world where it's kind of ended and they aren't humans anymore. They're kind of like future species of humans. So pretty cool. Murder Podcast number 8. I think this is, I'm sorry, I know I keep saying like, I think this is the finale. But I think this is, it doesn't say actually, so maybe not. Murder Podcast, this has been crazy. It kind of took like a supernatural turn. Again, I'm like an issue or 2 behind on this one as well. But it kind of took like a supernatural turn. Like maybe something has taken over the machines is creating the podcast, which is making people do crazy shit and kill in the name of. Killing in the name of, right? Some of y'all might get that. They're doing crazy thing, and then once they've killed the person they're killing, they flash back and they're like, oh my God, what happened? So there might be a supernatural turn to this, so I'm excited to see how this is, the angle that this is taken. Next up, we got Dork, issue number 6. It might be Diork. I've been saying Dork the whole time. It is what it is. I've absolutely loved this. I love this Scotty Young-esque art in this. I love the fight between light and dark. And then also there's Dork, who's in the middle of the battle, and he's just trying to do his own thing, but both sides are kind of trying to force his hand, right? Next up, we got Sleepy Hollow, Witches of the Western Woods, issue number 3. I have 1 and 2. I haven't read it because I still haven't finished the last run of Sleepy Hollow. I absolutely love Sleepy Hollow. I've said this before. Y'all might have heard this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. My youngest son's middle name is Ichabod. That's how big of a fan I am of the Headless Horseman, okay? I'm looking forward to catching up on this. One of the many things. Next up, we got the Infernal Hulk. This has been so crazy good. This is also part of Avengers Armageddon because the Hulk is a bad guy. He's possessed. He's separated from Bruce Banner, but he is a bad guy possessed by an evil entity from the underworld. And he is just like raising an army of the dead and doing all kinds of bad shit. So this has been a fantastic story so far. Very old school Hulkish. If you like the original Hulks, like the original Hulk, Incredible Hulks from like 60s, 70s, you're probably going to like this. Next up, Captain America issue number 13. Captain America is in hell and is fighting with or against Doctor Doom. One of those two. Doctor Doom is back into comics. You knew he wasn't going anywhere, but he's back into comics in this Captain America run. And I'm sure we're about to find out how Doctor Doom finds his way back onto the face of the planet, because right now Captain America is dead and in hell, and he has to find his way. So, things have a way of working out like that. Next up, we got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire. This has been a fantastic story. This is about Rey. She goes to a planet where at one point, Hans and Chewie and all them were, and they were kind of battling the Empire there, and they escaped with what Rey is looking for, and now Rey's trying to track it down. So it's a little bit of like time hopping between those two timelines of Star Wars, but they're doing it excellently. This is so good. Next up, we got Fall of the House of Slaughter. I fell behind on Something is Killing the Children. I didn't read House of Slaughter. I didn't read a lot of the stuff that goes in with that, but I picked up this at issue number 1. This goes over the different masks that are part of that genre. And, they're kind of battling, and there's a change of pace. Somebody that's famous from Something is Killing the Children, that even I only read the first volume of it. Even I know her name. She might be alive. Maybe, possibly. You might have already known that if you've already been reading it, but I haven't. Anyways, this has been fantastic. I am very much looking forward to catching up with everything Something is Killing the Children. Next up, we got Lobo, issue number 5. I have been on the border of dropping this, not because it's bad, not because it has bad art. There's nothing wrong with this other than it's not my taste of style of writing. I really like Lobo's character. I want to find some old Lobo comics to read eventually. But the reason that I'm kind of iffy on this is because it's kind of anthology style. There's not really a continuity of story going on in here, okay? So if you're just looking for like a bunch of different one-shots of Lobo, that's what this feels like to me. I am liking it. Like, each issue has been fun to read, but again, I like to read stories with continuity, so like a series of one-shots just hit or miss for me. Absolute Green Arrow, this is great. I can't wait to find out who Green Arrow is. Is it Oliver Queen? Is it his sidekick? Who is Green Arrow right now? And what are his reasons for doing what he's doing in this? I'm loving this. And I hope you're loving it too, because it's the new Absolute series that's coming out. We got Absolute Flash issue number 17. This has moved up into my top 4. I say top 4 like, casually, but the top 4 in Absolute series, the top 6, the top 7, top 8, some of y'all really can't miss with Absolute. I dropped Absolute Green Lantern after issue 13 just because I didn't understand the story. I felt like I was just picking it up to read it for the sake of reading it. If you like it, I know a lot of people that do like it. Awesome. There's so much. If you see Absolute on a title, just know that it's gold inside. It's fantastic. But Flash is looking for his dad, which is a common theme in all the Absolute series right now. But Flash is looking for his dad. He's reunited with Grodd, and it's just really loving it. This might be one of the stories I have to go back and get. So even when I'm on a book haul, I might have to go get part 4 of 4 because I can't stop at part 3 of 4. You know what I mean? But this is the Unbelievables. This is the crossover between Rockefellers and Hornsby and Halo. And this has been so fun. And the $1 Billion Kid, which is, I think it's a 2-shot. I say 1 shot, but it's a 2-part series. But Ghost Machine, if you see Ghost Machine on the title, you can't go wrong with it, okay? But Rockefellers is being recruited by $1 Billion Kid, and they're about to link up with Hornsby and Halo. You can see all that on the cover. That's kind of a spoiler, but I don't know a whole lot of people that are reading Rockefellers or Hornsby and Halo. But if you're into, like, good family fun and humor, Rockefeller and Hornsby and Halo, both great stories, and they're both part of the same universe for Ghost Machine. Next up, we got Of the Earth, issue number 3. This is about a girl who finds her grandma, like, covered in oil. They live on the oil fields, and she's kind of sold her land to the oil companies to drill on it. And then something happens. There might be some supernatural shit going on, like a creature that's there to protect the land and is rebelling against the humans drilling into the earth. It's very minimal wording. A lot to do with the art, but it's done so well. So shout out to Chris Condon and Charlie Adler. They're doing great with this. Next up, we got The Darkness, issue number 6. This has been a fantastic story about, I will say the only thing that's kind of like weird to me is this very stereotype 90s, early 2000s Italian mobster stuff. Very stereotype. Like if you watch The Sopranos, you'll probably recognize a lot of like the verbiage they use to each other. But this guy finds out that he is evil, but he doesn't want to be evil. He just wants the world to be safe. But he is also finding out that the people that are good, angels, aren't good either. They're also evil. So it's a battle between evil, and he's kind of stuck in the middle of it. And Angelus, the angel, Angelus is kind of trying to go after his family and has a crew, and he's trying to battle them while also like trying to turn what people view as the dark into like good people and good creatures, and just fantastic series so far. I'm so glad Port City Comics put me onto this because I'm loving it. Next up, we got Battle Beast, issue number 11. One of the mini-series I'm multiple issues behind on. One of the multiple series that I'm looking forward to reading because this has been fantastic every issue that I've read. I think I'm on like issue 7 of this, and like I also got Capes to read. I also got the facsimile the foil of Invincible. So I've never read Invincible. So many good stories for me to read, which is another great reason for me to freeze my Wednesdays, right? Next up, we got Deathstroke, issue number 5. I was literally just talking to Clearwater about this because Clearwater Comics is a huge Deathstroke fan, and this is my first Deathstroke series. So I was doing a live today, and we were kind of chopping it up about that. This has been great. I don't know anything about Deathstroke other than what I've read in this, and it has been solid. Deathstroke is kind of like old and getting retired, or wants to retire, and he's kind of being set up by his friends and his daughters trying to like pull him out of the game and make him be a dad, and he's just kind of stuck in between two worlds right now. And again, fantastic. Next up, we got Minotaur. This is the only number 1 that I got today. I read the issue 0 of this, and it's about a girl who is a photographer, and she is hired to come take pictures of some kind of like extraterrestrial or AI that is kind of like running the world, you know? So there's that. And I don't remember a whole lot more of that, but I am excited to read this. The issue 0 really got me interested in reading this, so I can't wait to read that. And that's all. I say that's all. We're almost 20 minutes into a video. That's what I got today for New Comic Book Day. I'm very much looking forward to reading all that. I hope you guys got everything that you wanted. I said I would give you all a little bit of content news. I am trying to binge read as much as I can, okay? So I'm still going to be doing my daily videos, but I'm really trying to transition from doing daily videos, and I want to revamp how I do that. Once I get back into Wednesday hauls, I want to spend my Wednesday reading everything. so that I can film my daily haul videos in one day and have those scheduled to come out so that I can actually make like skits and do lives and do that with my time instead of every morning waking up, reading 5 to 10 comic books, making a video, and that being my day. And I feel like that's what it was turning into with me falling behind. But we're going to fix that problem. I'm going to get y'all better content. I'm on multiple platforms. I know I haven't been on TikTok in a minute. I've still been, keeping in touch with a couple of people. I still occasionally scroll through lives. But ever since we went on our vacation and the dog unfortunately died, man, it's really set me back in my mental. But I am back in a good headspace. I have been for like the last 48 hours, 72 hours. So I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get a job that allows me to read comics right now. So, you might see me at a job site reviewing comics soon. But yeah, man, we're gonna be doing a lot more moving forward. I'm gonna try to do more lives. I want to do daily lives. No particular time yet, like set in stone time. But I want to start doing more of those. I want to get back on Twitch. I'm posting on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, more often. I'm trying to make better content for YouTube because right now I kind of just upload what I'm doing on TikTok onto YouTube, so they're kind of interchangeable. I want to do platform specific stuff. Okay, so there's gonna be more stuff coming out. I hope everybody's still freaking with me here. And I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing what everybody got for New Comic Book Day, man. So I hope everybody has a great freaking day. And yeah, man, have it.